Welcome to GagaKnits. My name's Anita and I live in South Wales in the UK. And you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Anita Bauble. Show notes will be found in the description box below. I thought I would do a quick episode today just to announce the winner of the Christmas Mitts giveaway, the pattern. And just to show you what I've been working on. I haven't done a lot this week as coming up to Christmas it's quite busy and I haven't had much time. I'll show you my progress first on the Christmas Bauble Mitts, which is a pattern by Owl About Yarn. It's a lovely pattern with lots of different designs going through it. You can't really see here. That's my favorite section that has Christmas trees on it. That's the only negative I'd say about this pattern is that the colours of the yarns are beautiful, all jewel colours, but if I show you just from a distance, chart's quite dark, and with the grid I find it quite hard to see sometimes the amount of stitches in the right colours. Maybe I could have printed it off and lightened it on the photocopier. It's probably me because I'm old, my eyes aren't what they used to be, but I absolutely love the pattern. Obviously, being me, I've gone wrong a couple of times. I was hoping to finish a whole mitt to show you, but I haven't managed it. I am at the top. I'm on the first row of the trees. There's 2 rows. I'll put it on and show you. So this is my progress so far. And like I said, I've got another row of trees and then just some ribbing the same as down here, and 1 mitt will be complete. I've swapped to DPNs. I started knitting them on circulars, symphonies, Knit Pro Symphony 2.75. Just trying to get my mitten off, it's a little bit tight. And it was a bit fiddly, and I had ordered DPNs, and when they arrived I swapped, and for some reason I've gone from not getting on with DPNs to absolutely loving them. I think it's these, the Knit Pro Zings. It's just that little bit, they're easier to hold, so I'm going to try and finish that hopefully tonight, although my dad and stepmom are visiting. They're coming for lunch and probably will stay into the evening. So hopefully I'll have some time tonight to finish 1 mitten. Right, I'll do the giveaway first for the pattern, and then I'll show you why I didn't finish the mitt, because I got distracted by a silly project, which I will show you in a moment. So I've been keeping my mitts in this bag, my little Christmas sock project bag from Ellie at Craft House Magic, but I've pulled everything out so I can put all the comments in that people left for me, saying about, the question was, what family traditions do you have at Christmas or any other festival? So thank you if you commented, and thank you anyway if you ever comment on any of my videos. I always try and reply to everybody because I'm only a small channel, so it's quite easy for me. So I put them all in there, and let's see who's going to win this lovely pattern. And the winner is, I haven't had a go at that random number generator yet, and I'm sticking to the pieces of paper. So the winner is DEE Thompson. Well done, Dee. And she says, a favourite Christmas tradition is riding around looking at Christmas lights and then going to church on Christmas Eve midnight mass. Sorry, it's very small writing. Don't know if you can see that. So well done, Dee. If you private message me, I don't know if you can do that on YouTube, but you can on Instagram. Anita Bulb on Instagram. With your email address, I will email you the code for Ravelry so that you can go onto Owl About Yarn's site and you can upload her pattern for free. So thank you for entering that, and well done, Dee. Put that there with the code so I don't lose it. And the reason why I didn't finish the mitt in time to show you was several years ago. Now let's start at the beginning. There is an author called Deanne Black, and she writes ebooks. I don't think she does hard copies of books, and they're chick lit, but they have a crafty theme or a crafty vein running through them. It's always a similar format. It's usually a youngish lady who's always fairly attractive, and she's been thwarted in love in some way and goes off to live a different life, and she could be a knitter or she sews or something crafty, and then it's just easy reading and then she gets a happy life. The books I've read of hers, they usually have patterns at the back or recipes or something extra. Deanne Black has a website. I will put the website address in the description box below so you can follow that link if you wish to get this pattern. But this was in one of her books and it was over Christmas time, and there's a pattern to knit your own Christmas tree, and you buy this silly yarn, which is King Cole Tinsel in chunky. Well, I bought that. I think there's other ones, other yarns available, and they're all the Christmas colours, and it's gold, claret and emerald. You use hardly any yarn. In the pattern it said you needed 2 50-gram balls of the gold, and I actually only used 30 grams of the gold and 10 grams of each of the others, and they're 50-gram balls. And you had to use 10mm and 6mm needles, so I used some of my old straight needles and just knitted away. I'll put a picture in of my tree. I read this book years ago and liked the idea of the tree and printed off the pattern, bought the tinsel yarn and never actually got round to making it. So I was determined to do it this year, but of course you can't knit everything all the time, so I knit that and my mittens didn't get knitted on, so unfortunately. But it's just a fun knit, and the books are really nice and easy to read if you fancy taking a look at those. The only other thing I have been knitting on is people to go in my nativity scene. So I have finished Joseph. Here he is, Joseph of the large arms, and they all have these funny little headdress things. I think they look like a 60s bob. But that's Joseph, and don't be scared, a very scary baby Jesus. Oh dear, I'm not very good at faces, but we've got a baby Jesus, yay! And it's not even Christmas Eve. So I've got all my main characters. I've got a shepherd, 2 sheep, a donkey, Mary, Joseph and baby Jesus. I haven't done the wise men yet, so I have plenty of time because they don't come for a little while after. So I'm going to not do any nativity for a little while and then crack on with those. I'm trying to think where the pattern is. I should show you the pattern. So I think I mentioned it a long time ago and never again. So it's a Woman's Weekly pattern. I did send for it off their website. You are supposed to use some strange yarn, tapisserie wool, but I haven't. I've just used whatever I've got. So sometimes this was all, I think this is all DK, and the baby's little blanket was 4-ply, but I held it with 2 strands. I mean, it doesn't really matter because they just turn out the size they. If you use all DK, they're all going to turn out the same size, whether they're a bit larger. So, oh, the wise men have crowns, so I get to do some crowns, and I need to do some little straw belts and things. But that will all come. So that's it. It's quite short and sweet, but I wanted to get the pattern winner announced, just so that if you do want to have a go at making the mittens for Christmas or over the Christmas period, you'd get a chance to. I'm not sure if Jenny still has any more of the wonderful yarns on her website, but she's got lots of other yarn there as well, and some of them are glittery. The yellow and the green are glittery. I don't know if you can see. So the little trees glisten. Oh, one of the balls have rolled off now. But the little trees there are glistening, which I think is lovely. Just collect everything. So that's all my knitting, and I don't know about you, but when the weather turns colder like it is now, it's quite grey and wet and horrible here in Wales, my cooking mojo comes back, and I like to cook comfort food. And one of our favourite meals, or family meals, we call JANINE'S pasta. It's named after my sister-in-law because she gave me the recipe, and when she gave me the recipe, she didn't give me any exact measurements for the ingredients. So I will insert a little video of me making a JANINE'S pasta. We usually serve it with a salad and a garlic bread. It is in no way healthy because there's lots of cream and different things in it, and the salad helps balance that out a little bit, but we really enjoy it. It's a lovely meal, and I will put the ingredients and the method in the description box just in case you fancy trying it for yourself. It's always nice, I find, to have a recipe off a friend or recommendation that they've enjoyed it. So as a friend, I am offering you the chance to try a JANINE'S pasta, and I hope you do, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, by all means, send me a message and let me know what you think. So I will try and do another episode a bit longer before Christmas. We break up on the Friday before Christmas, and Christmas Day is Tuesdays. So I might get a chance between now and then to record another one. And I shall see you all soon.